25 offers after one day on the market? Are you kidding me? We'll talk about that on today's episode. Hey guys, Jason at 410 Real Estate coming to you today again with another quick market update. I'm going to try and make this one short and sweet. A little bit behind, these are January numbers, so I'll bring you another market update in March. But some of this information was just mined at the last second, and I'll take responsibility for that. It's been a crazy month of real estate, so a little bit behind on the market update, but I'm glad you're watching. So real quick, we had just over 7,000 sales in the month of January. That is 27% down from month over month. Now, some of that is going to be supply, and some of that is just going to be a little bit of a downward trajectory right after the holidays. So that's not a huge deal, but it is still 12% up over 2020 January. The new inventory we got in during the month of January was 7,949 homes. That's 26% higher inventory month over month. But we are down 15% inventory year over year. So that's pretty crazy too. 15% less inventory in 2021 January than there was in January 2020. That gives us a total inventory right now of just only 9,400 homes. And one thing I want you to know about that is that we may have 9,400 homes on the market, but 45% of those homes that are on the market are actually under contract already or awaiting backup offers. And so if you take that number, we're basically just at about 5,000 homes or less on the market. This is throughout the Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service, predominantly Phoenix Metro, but also includes parts of Pinal County, Yavapai County, and even a little bit outside of those two counties. So predominantly Phoenix area, but still, that's not very many listings. That's basically a 1.3 month supply of total inventory. So again, we sold 7,000 homes. We have about 5,000 available on the market, right? So a little less than that actually, if you take out the pendings and so forth. So 1.3 months of available inventory is all we have. Again, a balanced market, we want like 4 to 6 months supply. That's going to be an even balance between buyers and sellers. List prices are up 12%. New list prices are up 12% year over year. Again, there's two types of pricing. There's list price, which is Fantasyland. It used to be Fantasyland in the negative, meaning that the seller could come up with a number that they wanted to get. That didn't mean they were going to get it. Now it's Fantasyland in a lot of instances where they're coming up with a number that they think is good, and there's so many offers and so much traffic that they actually end up with more. Either way, list price isn't really what we look at, but just for your own knowledge, it's up about 12%. Average sales price is up 17% year over year. I'm sorry, it's up 21% year over year. Median is up 17% year over year. And the average sales price right now in the Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service is $439,600. So that's a major increase. Again, that's a 21% almost increase year over year. An increase is still forecasted in February for both average and median sales. That was forecasted back in January at the beginning of February for February. We'll know more on that as the numbers get closed out here for the month of February. Distressed properties. I have a lot of people that are asking about, well, what about mortgage forbearances? What about the eviction moratoriums and things? How is that going to affect the housing market? As of right now, distressed properties were only about 1,100 properties that were out there total, and that was down 48% from year over year. I can do a whole video on what I think about it, where the market's headed, but just as a quick snapshot, one reason I think Arizona might not be hit as hard at the expiration of these mortgage forbearances and things related to COVID is because of the fact that our market is going so crazy right now. We have values that are so high, we've had appreciation so high year over year that I think even should someone not be able to pay their mortgage in that unfortunate circumstance, they should reach out to someone about selling the property. I feel like they'll have equity. They'll be able to sell the property and take care of their mortgage debt that they have to the lender. Unlike back in 08, 09, where people couldn't afford the mortgages, they had horrible mortgage plans they were in, interest only, adjustable rates, all those fun things that led to a huge foreclosure crisis. I feel like this forbearance issue, at least for Arizona, may not be as pronounced as we think as some people think it might be. Now, nationwide, that could be a different story. I don't claim to be an expert all over the country, but in a market where home prices are surging the way they are and supply being as low as it is, I just feel like if someone's in danger of losing their home and they made the effort to sell the home, they could probably be out from underneath that debt by doing that. So just a tidbit on that. It's only about 0.3% of our overall market, though, at this point. Average days on market in January, 46. So 18 days less on the market than January of 2020, but we were up a few days, up 3 days over December. But again, that could just be some slowdown after the holiday season. So what does all this mean? All of this just to say, once again, I know I'm a broken record here these last few market updates, but the Phoenix housing market is strong. The Phoenix housing market is competitive, and we are seeing situations with our seller clients that are multiple offer situations. We have buyers that are out there looking for homes, and had one this morning that the property had 24 offers on it, and it was on the market one day. This is just how it's going. Gone are the days of trying to put your price high and then working your way back down to what buyers are willing to pay for it. It's actually probably a better strategy right now, at least in my opinion, to price it right about in the middle of where the market value is and let the market demand drive that price up. Especially in those, $350 or less type homes, we're seeing homes selling $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 over the initial asking price. So if you're a seller and you are thinking at all about whether this is the time or not to sell, I know it's tough. You want to pick the peak of the market before it goes down and get every single penny out that you can. That's tough to do. Same as buyers, you want to pick the bottom of the market so that you can ride that wave back up to the top. And it's just super difficult to do. No one is a prognosticator that can figure that out to the year, to the day, to the month. But what I will say is if you're thinking about selling, it's good to get some information. I'm happy to provide you with a market analysis of your property to let you know what the value is today and maybe where that market, that neighborhood specifically, looks to be headed. I'm happy to do that. If you're a buyer, it is more important than ever that you have professional representation with you. If you're out looking for homes and you're not represented by a real estate agent, it's going to be near impossible for you to get into a home. That's just the reality. And that's not tooting our horns to say we're magic or anything like that. We just know some helpful things that can help your offer be the one selected. We can also project, hey, based on this price, this is probably where they're going to be at come the end of the day. So professional representation is key. Even new builds are not keeping up right now. They're averaging 10 to 12 months of build time, and some of them have wait lists. You need to take your professional real estate agent with you the first time you visit a new build community. So buyers, sellers, it's a great time for real estate in Arizona. It's just tough when you're a buyer because of how competitive it is. But that's where we're at right now. Population is growing like crazy, and I don't see this changing anytime in the next 12 to 18 months at least. And even if it does, based on supply, it's going to take us a year to come back to even start going back toward balanced again based on where we're at now. So hopefully this was helpful. I got it down to just about 8 or 9 minutes. I think that's a pretty brief market update, but hopefully it was helpful. If you like content like this, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. It's free. I know, right? Free. And you can change your mind at any time, but we would love to have you as a subscriber following our content. And as we try and get real estate information out, and as we try and spotlight local businesses and introduce you to areas of town and things like that. So please subscribe, share this with a friend, and we will see you next time on the next episode.